Hey guys, Andrea, welcome back to the channel. So guys, do you guys know the difference between a reason and an excuse? So guys, in disability, this is a very hot button topic and can trigger a lot of people's opinions, both right, wrong, strong, and weak. So guys, generally a excuse is a cop out or a very weak argument for why you can't achieve a goal or something that someone has asked you to do. So that might be washing up, that might be drying up, that might be hanging up the laundry, that might be putting a load of laundry on, that might be doing your ironing. For me, I can stand up by myself, I can sit down by myself. I do struggle with chronic pain, mobility, and fatigue. So that's what they call these days a dynamic disability. So it's also a hidden disability because I don't look disabled. I don't have a guide dog, a white cane, hearing implants. I don't use a wheelchair or another mobility aid. I come across quite intelligent because I think I am. I've also have the ability to study further education. In fact, I'm in the middle of a diploma of cryptography and data security. So I can access the community safely on my own. But I can't drive. The reason for that is my epilepsy, Sjogren's, and fatigue. I would be a dangerous driver on the road. So that's where one of my agencies come in, of getting me from A to B, helping me with groceries, with exercise, with seeing my parents, with helping my family out. They can't come into the housing facility because of insurance reasons, but they are able to help me, say, if I'm decluttering and I need to take things to Lifeline or to another op shop, or to dock them to someone who's bought them online, they can help me to do that. So the reason I can't drive is epilepsy. It's not because I don't want to, because it's a cop out or anything like that. I had my license. I voluntarily handed in my license and sold my car. My car still is in the family. But let's dig deeper. So a dynamic disability, someone can do something one day but they can't do it the next. So is that a reason or is it an excuse? And so guys, for one day it might actually be a very valid reason of the fatigue, the pain. It's just me being dizzy. It's just not safe for me to cook. So I keep a couple of pre-made meals in the freezer. So I'll do a batch cook. That's one way to get around it. But then another way to get around it is a support worker. And this is where it gets tricky, of having family relationships where the family are used to doing things on their own and used to you doing things on your own. And so that can be a really interesting one to go down to, is behaviour that you think is normal, they might see as entitled or lazy, and they don't understand where you're coming from. And so this is a really important one to have connections into family and have them understand that just because you appear normal, that there is actually something going on. And I know that there is over 1,000 unpaid carers just in Queensland, Australia alone. And so those people really understand the day-to-day struggle, disability, mental health, and drug and alcohol addiction. But for families who are lucky enough to have an NDIS plan, paid support workers and stuff, it's a really tricky balance between letting them into your home, getting them to help with the housework and stuff like that. It can actually feel at the first really, really weird. And so guys, I'm going to do a deep dive with my mum on my story of having support workers as well, and her getting used to it, because when I had to move back into the family home, I wasn't exactly making good choices, didn't have a great support team formally around me as well. But it took us, I think, about 3 agencies to find the right fit. I was talking to the manager of my housing agency yesterday, and she admitted that there are some people that she says, with the values of my agency, I cannot help you, but here's some other agencies that might be a better fit. So guys, that's the thing. It does work both ways. I said that in a previous video as well. So guys, an excuse is a cop-out, procrastination, you're putting it off, it's challenging, but you're physically, emotionally able to do it. A reason is fatigue, tiredness, physically don't have the skills or the capability or understanding of how to do it as well. So guys, I'm going to be covering this one a lot more as well. And guys, if I've earned your subscription, if you can, please like, share, comment and subscribe. And guys, I also do have the patron only podcast that has gone live, so you can find all of the links in the comments below, because we can't do clickable links with YouTube anymore as well. So guys, I know this has been a bit of a shorter video, but drop it in the comments below what you find, particularly in disability circles, the difference between a reason and an excuse, and what essentially excuses when it's been a reasonable request to a support worker that you've found that they can't do it as well. So, because guys, I have frequently experienced that. Because I live downstairs, I find that support workers simply forget I'm even here. And so having to advocate for myself has got exhausting. And so we are changing that up and changing the team up for that reason. So I'm not forgotten, I'm not left to fend for myself. Because that's the whole point of a cell house, is support. There needs to be the balance between support and independence. But that's a whole other video. Guys, if you can like, share, comment, it really does help the channel to grow. I'll see you guys in the next video.